Hey guys, this is Sage Wisdom, and I'm here to do a reading for the Aquarius. Okay, this is going to be a general reading, so it's not going to apply to every person, every situation. But you take where it resonates and you leave the rest. Okay, so it could be an Aquarius, or you could be like a cross watcher, where you date an Aquarius or know an Aquarius, trying to find information on them, or you have Aquarius, the energy of Aquarius in your chart, and that's your birth chart, which is your natal chart, which you can Google. As long as you have your date of birth, time of birth, and where you were born, you kind of see what energies is in your natal chart. So it could apply to you too if it's in your Venus, moon, you know what I'm saying, rising sign. So you have to look that up, okay? But this is for Aquarius sun sign, but also for other aspects of it. Might have other aspects of Aquarius in their chart, okay? So Aquarius is born between January 20th and February 18th, and you guys have a communicative energy, like it's good communication. That's that air, but you also are a fixed sign, so you'll have a lot of determination. So you have a stick-to quality, like you stick to whatever it is that you invest your time in, even when it's not going so well. That's the downside of the fixed to part. But you have the knowledge to find answers, and it's about who you know. You good networkers. You communicate well, and you have big visions about love and harmony, and you know how to make great conversations. You know what I'm saying? You're a good people's person is what it is. But what happens is, if you're in a relationship, sometimes you can leave your partner feeling a little empty because you are focused on the world. You're the humanitarian side. And you can leave your partner feeling like neglected, or you kind of feel like detached and cold. So just be aware of that, okay? The first card in your overall energy is Vesta, which is Hearth, and it's strange to remind me of Four Wands, but this because of those four columns right there with that fire. But the focus of this is that fire there, and it's talking about evaluating yourself in your life, okay? Because your need to like reduce human suffering, because again, you are the humanitarian side, and bring joy to others. Sometimes you sacrifice your own happiness or your own well-being for that. So they want you to be careful that you don't like burn a candle at both ends, and like, you know what I'm saying? They're not saying withhold your wealth, but they're not saying with, oh, I did not mean to say wealth. I meant to say warmth, but maybe it could be wealth too. So they're not saying withhold your money, but they're not saying withhold your wealth or your warmth. I keep saying it. What they're saying is don't sacrifice what you have for others. You know what I'm saying? Don't sacrifice yourself for others. You have to maintain your own self and your whatever your dreams or goals are, whatever it is you want for yourself. Make sure you're tapping in, tuning into that, so you're digging deep to your soul's purpose. So it's great to be the helper and the humanitarian, but it's not so great when you sacrifice that at the cost of your own self, where you're leaving yourself filled and depleted. And it don't have to be in terms of money per se. I was saying wealth real good. I meant to say warmth, but I kept saying wealth. But you can be. It could be about money too, like giving too much. But it also can mean like giving up your time, your energy, when you're investing in people in a situation that's not returning the energy. So be careful of that. Is what Spirit is saying. Okay. The next card in your overall energy is Pluto, which is the rebirth, which the Scorpios are ruled by Pluto, which is like that death and rebirth. That's why you had a death and rebirth there, okay? So it's saying that they want you guys to start digging deeper into a situation and get like more understanding. Be willing to transform when you feel like a situation isn't working in your favor, and use your power wisely. So let's say if before whatever your intentions are were for the wrong reasons, like when you go through this transformative process, because that's what rebirth and death is. It's like you're elevating yourself to a higher level, and you're able to see things differently. So the way you handle things before may not be the way you handle things now, because you learn from your mistakes, or you learn from the way you did things before, which probably wasn't in the highest order. So now they're saying when you come back, make sure you're using your power wisely. So as you go through this, it's like everybody go through a spiritual awakening or transformation, because it's a part of our life cycle. We go through it continuously, but it's in small increments to upgrade ourselves to our higher self. Okay, so we get more and more connected to source energy. We get more and more connected to what our life goal, our life purpose is, and it's through our trials and tribulations. So we make mistakes as we're trying to get there, but as we make those mistakes, as long as you learn from the mistakes, it serves your higher purpose, as long as it's not too dramatic, okay? We don't want you to make such a big mistake where you're in a place where you can't elevate, okay? So they're saying just be careful because because as you dig deep, when you dig deep, you're going into those parts of yourselves that's kind of hidden, that's in the shadow. We call it your shadow self. That you, it's hard for you to like explore the parts that you don't want to. Like if you had a bad experience in your life and then you move past it. Sometimes we suppress those thoughts and ideas so that we can continue to heal and move forward. But it comes a time in our life where we have to dig deep and look at those things. We have to face the reality of what it is that we've done in the past, or how we treated people, or what we sacrificed, and what it, what I'm saying. You look at all that stuff and it's hurtful to look at it, but it's necessary in order to like uncover the gold that's within us, to get back to that spark of divinity. Because I feel like we mask who we are or cover up what we've been through in order to keep moving forward. But it comes a time, and that's doing a point when we at that increment where it's time to go through that transformation, open up. You're gonna have to dig a little deep and uncover something and bring it back out, so we can explore that and we can release it, process it, metabolize it, heal from it, and just move forward. So we're breaking free of our own constraints. We put constraints on ourselves because our own guilt that we feel about how we played a role in a situation, for example. Okay, so we have to face. Our goal is to face ourselves, face our shadow energy, face who we want to be, and then like to try to like heal the parts that we didn't like so much, because that's a part of us. It was a part of our growth process, and elevate to this next level. Okay. All right. So that's what's that. So rebirth, which is Pluto, which is like transforming. You know what I'm saying? So the last card in the overall energy is the Chiron, which is the healing card. Okay. So you guys are like the wounded healer. It's like you guys, maybe whatever it is that you discovered about yourself, you couldn't be completely healed from it. But then, you what you did was you took your painful experiences and because you turned your situation around from your pain, you were able to help other people come through certain things. Okay, so you that's how you can understand people so much. That's how you're so relatable to them. Okay. So find the energy that you guys have is like find your purpose and your problem. So wherever your problems lie and however you got through them, even though you may not have yet completely healed from them, because you're still going through the process of ascension and releasing, learn from them. And as you reflect on them, you learn from your mistakes, and then you can teach others, is what Spirit is saying. So it's like having a wisdom to pass on knowledge about what you've learned, and it's also having you metabolize the information so that you can like process it and you can release it and you forgive yourself and you let it go and you can just elevate, is what Spirit is saying. Okay, so it's about bringing stability back to your life by gaining spiritual knowledge, esoteric knowledge, or just knowledge about yourself that you suppressed or covered up because maybe you wasn't so proud of it, is what they're saying. Okay. All right, so let's go into the actual reading. The first card that you have, as far as the situation, is Lovers. So it's a choice that you guys have to make, most likely in terms of a relationship that you're in. But right now, it's like a gathering phase where you're just trying to get in tune with what's really going on and just kind of get aware of how you feel. So it's like you're getting in touch with your true feelings right now, is what Spirit is saying. So it's almost like you are pull back. You're in like a hermit mode situation where you're doing a soul searching and you're just trying to be aware of how you really feel, what you want to do, what direction you want to go in. You're just trying to make a choice about your life moving forward. Okay. The energy that's around you is the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles is talking about whatever it is that you discover through your healing, because you're focused on it and you're tapped in and tuned in. It's like you're getting higher knowledge. It's going to bring good news as long as you are honest with yourself about what it is that you truly want, is what Spirit is saying. So it's like you're looking for relief, and relief energy is here. Healing energy is here. That's what that green light is. It's healing. It's love. Healing from some type of heartache, pain, grief, loss, whatever it is here. And as long as you can tap into that energy, that's when the problem is going to be resolved. I'm feeling like for some of you, this could do with money, or restrictions with money, or maybe some energy where you're testing the waters and trying to decide which way you want to go. So, when you test the waters, things got to balance a little bit because you're getting in touch with something deep down that you suppressed or you covered up. So now it's like you bringing things to the surface, but as you bring it, it will bring a sense of relief. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know, it's a weird analogy, but if you have heartburn and you take an antacid, it helps relieve that the acid and that stress. That's like the energy I'm getting, like a relief you're going to feel. You're going to be able to, as you be honest with yourself. You know what I'm saying? So things feel out of balance because you're digging deep into those emotions and things that you covered up, or you're not the things that you weren't being honest about because you felt like you need to just keep going. But now it's time to uncover that and explore it and release it, like process it, metabolize it. So you process and you metabolize the information and really like understand it, but at the same time you bring it back to the surface to be released and healed. That's the energy. Okay. Aspects of this energy is the Knight of Cups. So it is like you're exploring your emotions. Some of you could be in terms of a love relationship, because that water, the cup represents like emotions. You know what I'm saying? Or it could mean that you're starting to pour into your cup and kind of understand what it is that you want. You're becoming more aware of your feelings. This is going to require strength on your part, because it's going to be something you're doing that you're not used to. Like, I feel like some of you could be maybe going to counseling, and it's making you face some issues that you repressed, but it's requiring strength for you to dig deep and to explore that. And strength is also being gentle with yourself and patient with yourself as you go through this. As you grow through this is what I want to say, because it's something you're growing, and as you grow, you're changing. It's like when I always think about growth as a little kid. They start to, get taller. Little muscles and bones hurt. You know what I'm saying? So it's growing pains that you experience it on an emotional level, but you really just becoming more aware of who you are. It's like, it's parts of you that you forgot about, and it's like you're remembering, what it is that you truly want, what it is you really want to do. And as you get back on track, it may affect the people around you that's closely tied to you emotionally, because, you you standing strong in your beliefs and what it is that you want. Okay? And that's why it's going to like, you're testing the waters, because the person will be like, why are you acting like that? Why are you saying this? And it's because you realize you're not doing it. You're not going to sacrifice yourself any longer in a situation, so you're standing up for yourself is what they're saying, okay? What's testing this situation is, okay, so what's testing you guys, you've got a King of Swords, you have the Four of Cups, and you got the Hierophant. So the King of Swords is about getting to the root of the problem, cutting through the mess is what Spirit is saying. And it's being truthful with yourself. So it might be that you might be cutting situations and people out of your life because you realize that it's not in line with the truth of what it is that you want. So something that you're in with the Four of Cups where it's not what you want. You feel like, I can leave this now. You know what I'm saying? Because like you're growing, and maybe you're growing, but the person that's with you, let's say if it's a relationship, is not growing with you, or y'all growing in different directions. So it could be like, it just feel like a disconnect or discontentment or boredom in the situation. So you realize, oh my God, I might have to let this go. You know what I'm saying? And that's only because, and some of it could be a marriage or a situation that you've been in a long time, like a committed relationship with the Hierophant here. But the Hierophant is also saying you're gaining higher knowledge. You're elevating spiritually is what they're saying. You're in touch and tapped in to a higher consciousness, the higher power. And as a result of this, is like the advice that the higher energy is giving you is to set boundaries and limits on what you do for others. Okay, you are the humanitarian, but you have to be able to give to yourself too, or energy be reciprocated to you the way that you give, is what they're saying. So it's like, you testing the waters, and whoever it is that's around you can feel it. They can feel you changing is what they feel. They just feel change. Okay, so it might feel like deception to them. Like they're deceiving me. You know what I'm saying? Okay, look. Okay, aspects of this energy is, as you come through this energy here, you're going to be healing your heart. You're going to be healing your soul. But it's not all pretty. Like, oh my God, everything is love. Everything is happy. It's not going to be that. It's going to be like you're in the darker shadows of yourself. You're in your moon energy. You're working through those repressed emotions and energies that's just been there and dormant for a while. And that stuff is coming to the surface. So, you feel that. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be like emotional ups and downs with this energy that you're exploring. Yeah, so others may see it as deception, but it's really like you being true to who you are. So just be gentle, be patient, but be honest, and still continue to set boundaries as you work through these emotional aspects of yourself that were covered up or repressed for so long, is what they're saying. You're healing your heart. And in the end, you're going to feel relief, and you're going to feel a sense of freedom and happiness because you're honest with yourself. You're going to have peace of mind and contentment, okay? And they're saying as you go through this process, listen to uplifting music. You know what I'm saying? Like, or go out in nature and just get connected, like ground yourself to the reality and what it is that you're learning. Because like you're digging deep to this stuff and you bring it to the surface, and it's probably even foreign to you. So you're like, oh my God, what is wrong with me? No, you're healing is what's wrong. You're looking at that information that was buried deep. You know what I'm saying? You're processing it. Okay, you're processing it. And then when you process it, you realize that, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this the way I've been doing it. If we're going to do it, it's going to have to be like on our terms, not just your terms. You know what I'm saying? That's the energy. So let's look at the energy just around you, okay? Ooh, good energy. I want you guys to have positive expectations about what's to occur, because really what's happening is it's a process of self-acceptance where you're taking the steps to move closer to what it is you really want. So you completed a cycle is what they say. They say you completed a cycle with the World card. You know, you're completing something. You realize that whatever this situation was that you were in, you no longer want to be in it. You know what I'm saying? And you learned a lot of lessons from it. You learned a lot about yourself, but you realize, I can't do this anymore. You know what I'm saying? So it's the end of a cycle, which is a good thing, which means you got the lesson. So now you don't have to keep repeating the same thing and being discontented or sacrificing yourself for like the greater good of others, because you realize your worth and who you are. And that's what it means to accept yourself. You know what I'm saying? So maybe you were in a situation because you felt like this was all you deserved, or you feel like you owed it to somebody, or maybe you were in a karmic cycle. So karma you're working off from your past life, actually for real, another time, like a past life, or your past experiences, things that you did in your life that wasn't right, and you feel like you had to pay that back in some way. That's why you stayed in the situation, okay? But yeah, with the Nine of Wands here, it's showing like, I feel like it's showing you setting boundaries, the Nine of Wands here. You being strict in what you want now. You moving forward in what it is that you want. And that honestly, that's what's going to bring balance to the situation, because you deserve reciprocity, which is Six of Pentacles. You know, you reserve for the energy that you give it out to be returned to you in whatever way it is, money, emotionally, you know, time, energy, you know, devoting yourself to something. You deserve to get back what you've been putting into a situation. You might not get it back from the same people, but as you elevate yourself and you be truthful with yourself and you set boundaries with those people may dissipate from your life, because they were just there for what they can get from you, is what Spirit is saying. So then the Wheel of Fortune is here, saying things are changing around for the good for you. You know what I'm saying? You're on a higher end of this wheel. Your blessings are coming in. Your karma that you put out to these people situations, which was great, you're going to start receiving that back. Maybe not from the same circle of people, but you definitely will receive it back. So money, love, emotional contentment, satisfaction, you're going to start to experience that now. So just continue to have positive expectations, but also continue to be honest with yourself and accept the truth in what it is that you want, is what they're saying. So you can, you know, go on this new journey, because the end of a cycle can feel like grief. It can feel like a loss. But in actuality, if you could process through your grief and the loss, you can set yourself up for something better in the future. So it's like, you know, the Spirit is wanting you to take a leap of faith or move forward in your life to try something different, is what it's saying, okay? So let's get a meditation card for you. What do you want the Aquarians to meditate on at this time? Or anybody that's watching my video, what do you want them to meditate on? They said, be proud. After the day is done, take a few minutes to review your day. What were your accomplishments? What meditations work for you? Be proud of yourself for making the day happen. So they want you to be proud of yourself for going through this process and elevating yourself and releasing situations and healing from old wounds. Be proud is what they're saying, okay? Okay, give me advice cards. Is an affirmation card for Aquarius. Anybody that's watching the video at this time that may benefit from advice. Okay, today I am receptive. Today I let go of the past and I will live in the present. And I'm looking forward to a bright future. Taking a leap of faith, because you got the Fool card, which is taking a leap of faith, moving toward what it is that you want. And you letting go of the past, which is that shadow energy, that moon energy, that stuff you repressed that you no longer want. So you have more balance in what it is you want. Like energy being reciprocated. You're not just pouring into somebody else's cup, they're pouring into your cup too. But it requires you to focus on self, to go in, to have that spiritual knowledge, to have that self-awareness, to process through repressed emotions is there. But and that's what's going to bring stability to you, okay? So, all right. Thank you guys so much for watching, and like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I appreciate your support for those who have. And until next time, light and love. Bye.